What makes a man truly attractive? Many people spend years searching for the answer, yet they often look in the wrong places. They're told that attraction is about giving more, sacrificing more, and constantly proving their devotion. They believe that if they become the nicest, most available, and most accommodating person possible, they will eventually earn admiration and love. But life often teaches a different lesson. Attraction is not created by desperation, nor is it sustained by constant approval-seeking. Instead, it grows from self-respect, confidence, purpose, and emotional independence. One of the most powerful qualities a man can possess is mystery. Mystery is not about playing games, pretending to be someone you are not, or deliberately confusing people. True mystery comes from having a life that exists beyond the need for validation. A man with mystery does not feel the urge to reveal every thought, every emotion, and every detail of his life immediately. He understands the value of allowing people to discover him over time. Think about the difference between someone who constantly seeks attention and someone who quietly lives an interesting life. The first person sends messages all day long, comments on everything, and feels uncomfortable whenever there is silence. The second person communicates with purpose, but does not depend on constant interaction. He has goals to pursue, experiences to enjoy, and responsibilities to fulfill. Because of this, he naturally creates curiosity. Curiosity is one of the strongest forces behind attraction. When someone feels they already know everything about you, interest often fades. But when there is still more to discover, the mind remains engaged. Questions begin to form. What motivates him? What is he thinking? What dreams is he chasing? This curiosity creates emotional investment. It encourages people to pay attention, and attention is the foundation of attraction. More importantly, mystery demonstrates self-control. A man who does not immediately pour all of his energy into someone else shows that he is capable of managing his emotions. He is not ruled by impulses or by the fear of being alone. This self-control signals strength. It tells the world that he values himself enough to maintain balance in his relationships. Many people mistakenly believe that mystery disappears once a relationship becomes serious. In reality, mystery can remain alive for years. It survives when both partners continue growing as individuals. It survives when people maintain their passions, pursue their ambitions, and preserve parts of themselves that belong to their own personal journey. A healthy relationship is not two incomplete people trying to become whole. It is two complete individuals choosing to share their lives while continuing to grow independently. Another principle that plays a major role in attraction is leadership. Leadership is often misunderstood. Many assume it means controlling others or forcing people to follow. True leadership has nothing to do with domination. It begins with self-leadership. It is the ability to guide your own life with purpose, discipline, and clarity. A man who leads himself knows where he is going. He has goals, values, and standards. He makes decisions based on what aligns with his vision rather than constantly seeking approval from others. This does not mean he ignores advice or refuses to listen. It simply means that he takes responsibility for the direction of his life. People are naturally drawn to those who possess direction. Think about the individuals you admire most. Chances are they have a clear sense of purpose. They know what matters to them, and they pursue it consistently. Their confidence does not come from arrogance, but from certainty. They trust themselves because they have proven to themselves that they can overcome challenges and remain committed to their goals. Many men lose their sense of direction when they enter relationships. They begin canceling plans, abandoning hobbies, and neglecting their ambitions. Slowly, they stop investing in themselves and start making another person the center of their entire world. While this behavior may seem romantic at first, it often leads to disappointment. The reason is simple. When a person abandons their identity, they become less interesting, less confident, and less inspiring. A strong relationship should enhance your life, not replace it. Your dreams should not disappear because someone entered your life. Your ambitions should not be abandoned because you are in love. In fact, the healthiest relationships are often built between people who encourage one another to grow. They support each other's goals while maintaining their own. Leadership also requires courage. It means being willing to say no when necessary. It means standing by your values even when doing so is uncomfortable. A person who changes opinions constantly just to avoid conflict often loses respect, both from others and from themselves. Respect grows when people know that your words have meaning and that your actions align with your principles. Closely connected to leadership is the concept of purpose. Purpose gives direction to every area of life. Without purpose, people drift from one situation to another, reacting instead of creating. They spend their lives chasing approval, validation, and temporary pleasures because they lack something meaningful to pursue. A man with purpose approaches life differently. He wakes up each day with a reason to move forward. He understands that growth requires effort. He invests in his health, develops his skills, strengthens his character, and works toward goals that matter to him. His confidence does not come from external praise. It comes from knowing he is becoming a better version of himself every day. Perhaps the most transformative quality of all is emotional independence. Emotional independence does not mean refusing to love. It does not mean becoming distant, cold, or detached. It means understanding that your happiness and self-worth do not depend entirely on another person. Many people make the mistake of placing someone else at the center of their existence. They believe that finding the right partner will solve all of their problems. They expect another person to provide purpose, confidence, and fulfillment. This creates enormous pressure on relationships because no one can successfully carry that responsibility. Emotionally independent people approach relationships differently. They already have a sense of purpose, identity, and self-worth before entering a relationship. They enjoy companionship, but they do not depend on it for survival. They appreciate love, but they do not require constant reassurance to feel valuable. This independence is attractive because it communicates strength. It shows that you are capable of standing on your own. If challenges arise, you remain resilient. If someone leaves, you experience pain, but you do not lose yourself. Your identity remains intact because it was never built entirely around another person. Ironically, the less desperately you need approval, the more attractive you often become. People are naturally drawn to those who appear comfortable with themselves. Confidence, security, and independence create an energy that others find compelling. It is not because these qualities make someone perfect. It is because they demonstrate emotional maturity. The ultimate lesson is not about manipulating attraction or learning secret techniques. It is about becoming the strongest version of yourself. It is about developing character instead of chasing validation. It is about building a meaningful life instead of waiting for someone else to give your life meaning. When you focus on growth, everything changes. You stop measuring your worth by who chooses you. You stop begging for attention. You stop sacrificing your identity just to gain approval. Instead, you become someone who attracts respect because you respect yourself first. Ask yourself a simple question. Are you building a life that you are proud of? Are you pursuing goals that excite you? Are you developing your mind, your body, and your character? Or are you waiting for someone else to provide the fulfillment that only you can create? The answer to these questions determines far more than your success in relationships. It determines the quality of your entire life. Attraction, respect, confidence, and fulfillment all begin with the same foundation, becoming a person who has purpose, direction, and self-respect. When you achieve that, you no longer chase validation from others. You create a life so meaningful that the right people naturally want to be part of it.